Hi, today we're going to show you how we built the newest edition of the Mac Life Essentials Guide from Mac Life magazine, which is available on in the App Store. And we built it all with B3, so we're going to show you the actual workflow to build that magazine. And joining me today is Antonio Hernandez, who's going to be operating B3 to build it. So we're inside the editor here, and you can see in the middle is our workspace area, which is where we're going to do most of our work. Along the left-hand side are all the publications that Antonio is working on. Along the bottom is our toolbar. So the first thing that he's going to do is open up what we call the Page Element Browser. So he clicks it here, and this is basically where you manage all of your assets. You can upload your IDML files and your PDF files and your videos and audio files and images and everything, and you can manage them here, put them into folders and things like that. So he's got the PDF files here that have actually come from Future, and these are the actual files for the publication. So what we're going to do is go ahead and import these into the system and create a publication from them. So Antonio, let's go ahead and select the files in the order that you want to put them in. Now he's got them selected. He's going to select this option to import the publication. And it's automatically now transcoded all the PDF files and created a sample project for him and put all the pages in. Now we're just doing a representative sample of pages. Obviously we're not going to be doing the whole 100 page or 80-some page publication. So here you can see, let's go ahead and load up a page. This is the cover, and what they've done here is they've left a space at the bottom where normally there would be a graphic, but what we're going to do is we're going to augment the cover with some cool video animation. So let's go ahead and open up our Page Element Browser again, and Antonio's got his assets, his video assets in a different folder. You can see here he's got two of them, and the one on the left here is the one that we can preview it right inside. He hits the space button, and he can preview to make sure, yes, indeed, that is the one we want to use. So we'll take that and insert it onto the page. It's pretty easy. And let's put it on. And now he can just directly drag it where he wants to. And you'll also see the property inspector. That's the property inspector pop up. And he can nudge it around here if he wants and change all different types of properties. But he's got it pretty much set here. There's some controls on the video. Let's go ahead and do that. Set the controls. We do not want to show video controls since this is on the cover, but we do want it to autoplay, so he's going to set those two things. And now we're done. The only other thing we need to do is take a snapshot of the page. This is for the thumbnail browser at the bottom, and you'll see at the top here, for this view, which is portrait view, there's a star indicating that this page needs a snapshot taken. It has not had a snapshot taken. And are we going to take a snapshot of it? So let's go ahead and do that. So he's going to turn his controls back on, and he's going to set what frame of the video he wants to use as a snapshot, because there's a lot of different frames. The system lets you determine as the designer what frame you want to use. So he selected it, and now he's going to go and select and create the snapshot. Now that has sent it back up to the server, and you can see at the top the star has gone away, so this page is done. I guess all we need to do is shut off the controls. Great. Now let's go to the next page, and we'll see on this page is our table of contents. Normally here we would add links to all the different articles, or we could add rich media on this page, but in this case we're not going to. We're just going to take let's not take a snapshot on this one. Okay. Let's leave this one, because we want to show you later pre-flighting, which will check all of this for us and let us know if there's any problems. So let's go to the next page. And this is our letter from the editor. And now we're going to drop in a recorded video from Paul Kurthoys, who's the editor. Pop it open. There he is. And again, we can preview it. Make sure that that's the one.
Hi, I'm Paul Kurthoys, the editor-in-chief of Mac Life.
Now on this one, he can just drag and drop it onto wherever he wants and size it directly. So he's using the drag handles to size it down. It's all pretty much what you see is what you get. And on this one, we do want to show controls and we don't want to autoplay. And other than that, all we need to do is take a snapshot of this page, right? So we'll just take a snapshot. He's going to drag the button out to his toolbar because he's going to be using this a lot. So he drag it out to the toolbar, so now he, instead of popping open the menu, you can just click it down there. All right, next page is some articles here. We'll just take a snapshot of this page. And go to the next one. And again, on these pages, normally we would animate them with some, like for instance, the iPhones here would spin, but we're not going to do that right now. And let's go to product review page. And on this page, you'll notice we have some social media controls for Twitter and Facebook and emailing, as well as discussion groups. So we're going to hook up those social media controls, and we're also going to add a star rating system that allows anyone reading the magazine to rate this article just by touching a star rating, and they can also see what other people are rating the article in real time. So Antonio is going to go back to his page element browser, and you'll see at the top there's a B3 components folder. These are built-in components that ship with the system, and he's going to insert a web container onto the page. So he's augmenting now the standard static page with some interactivity. So this is the web container. You can see here it says it's a WebKit, and now he's going to size it to what he'd like it to be. So he goes to the General tab. He could also visually do it, but he knows exactly the dimensions that he wants to put in here. And drags it to the location. Now the only thing other thing he needs to do now is put in the actual link to the stars. So he's got that. And he just takes the link. And he's going to go in the property inspector. There's a link box. You can set a bunch of different types of links. You see it turns green to let him know that it's a valid link, and automatically it's updated on the screen. That's a live rating coming in for that article. So if anyone else were rating this article right now, which they're not because this is a demo, you would see it update in real time inside the editor here. So that looks great, Antonio. Let's go ahead now and let's hook up the discussion groups for this. So you see the icon there. He's just going to put a link box over this icon, and then he's going to link it to very similar to how we did the WebKit. He's going to link it to a discussion group specifically around this article. So every article can have its own discussion group and its own star ratings. We can even do things like show how many people are viewing an article in real time. So we give a lot of immediate feedback, and it adds a lot of life to these pages and makes the pages feel very dynamic and alive. So there's his link. And again, he can link to a bunch of different things. He can link to a page within the publication. He can link to an external file like a Word document or presentation. He could open up a mail to, but in this case he's going to link to a URL. Now the red tells him that he needs to update it, so he just needs to hit return, and that way it's committed, so we're good there. And now he's got it linked, so let's just take the snapshot of the page and we're done with that page. All right. This page will just take a snapshot, but we could, each one of these are links to separate applications. We could actually link to the URL for each one of these applications, the developer side, or we could actually link to the App Store right from within the magazine and let you purchase or download that app, and then you don't even leave the magazine. Take the snapshot, and finally we want to, the last page is a game review for Grand Theft Auto, and you'll see generally on the lower left-hand corner here they have an image from the game, but what we're going to do is put an interactive photo gallery in with a bunch of images that we've taken from the game. So let's go ahead and drop that in. Again, he's going to open his page element browser, and there's something called a slideshow, and he's going to insert it. Here he can just visually size it using his drag handles. And now you see the slideshow pane here. He can create any number of pages for this. And how many are we going to create?
We'll create 3 more.
3 more. So let's go ahead and create 3 more. So there they are. And now we can go into each one. Just double clicks. And now he's going to drop his photos in. So he's opening up again Page Element Explorer. Now he's got a bunch of different photos here. And he just inserts them. Now he's going to go from page to page using the right context menu. This is the quick linking to each page. As you can see, he's just right-clicking, selecting the page, from the photo gallery he wants to go to, and he's quickly dropping these in. Now, he doesn't care about the size, he doesn't care about the positioning, because the system will take care of all that for him. It'll make sure the images are properly cropped, scaled, and centered. And put in. So, are we good? Is that done?
We're good.
Last thing you need to do is take a snapshot of the page. Now, this page, you can go ahead and start it. This page is a little different because we do have the view stack, and the system's intelligent enough to say, while I am taking a snapshot of the page, I also need to go in and take snapshots of every single photo gallery page as well. So it's going into each one, you can see here, and it's taking those photos, and it's compressing them, and it's sending them up to the server, so that when he's ready after this next step to build the publication for viewing on the iPad, all the assets are sitting on the server ready for him to go. So it's done now. It's taken all the pictures and everything's ready. So all we need to do now is actually commit it and build the iPad publication. So he's going to commit the content, and it's coming up here and it's asking him, you can select here if you want to create your content for iPad or